evening, football fans. Welcome to Friday Night Lights as LakinSports.com and Lakin High Sports on YouTube bring you tonight's exciting live streamed Lakin High Bronx football. Brett and Sandy Hendrix of LakinSports.com are excited to once again bring you live Lakin Bronx High School football on YouTube, and thank you for joining the live webcast. The webcast of Lakin High Sports would not be possible without the generous support of these fantastic sponsors: the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Flashbacks Diner of Lakin, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Shorty's Cafe of Lakin, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wecker, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, the Lakin Dairy and Lakin Hay Fred Ritzema, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Pharmacy, D-Bach Metals, and Hendrix Welding. To the booth we now go with the award-winning owner of LakinSports.com and the voice of the Lakin Bronx, Mr. Brett Hendrix.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendrix with you on this Saturday. Special edition Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, the High Plains League Volleyball Tournament in Johnson. And we're glad to be here bringing you full coverage of the Lakin Lady Bronx defense of their High Plains League title from a year ago. And actually the Lady Bronx are the three-time defending champions, trying to make it 4 in a row here on the court at Stanton County High School. I know it's bright and early on a Saturday, and I want to send a quick shout out to those that were out bright and early. The Ryder clan in the fields today cutting, so not able to be here today, but who would have ever guessed when we started doing this 16 years ago that somebody could be watching us on a phone from a combine. So Nelson and the clan, glad you're joining us. Good luck with your harvest. Wish you were here, but glad we're able to bring it to you. The Lady Bronx come in today 26-5 on the regular season. The regular season undefeated High Plains League champions, also 4 years running now. Actually, 4 years running for the regular season title, and they're looking for 4 straight tournament titles here today. Next week will be Sub-State next Saturday in Goodland. But first things first, the Lady Bronx have business to conduct here this afternoon. Their first, actually this morning and into the afternoon. Their first match today against the Deerfield Lady Spartans. And those of you that might be wondering why Deerfield, with the High Plains League being at 7 teams, they were looking at for an 8th team to fill out the bracket. So everybody had 3 pool play games to go into bracket play. And Deerfield, their season is already completed. They have extra games. They could fit this into their schedule. So they fill out the bracket for the High Plains League. So appreciate Deerfield doing that as well. And it gives them extra games before they start their sub-states next week as well. But it benefits all of the teams today to get extra games in pool play. We have a lot of great sponsors to make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible, and those of you watching here early on this Saturday, please take the time. I know I say it week in, week out, game in, game out, and maybe it sounds like a broken record, but do call these businesses. If you visit the business, just tell them thank you for sponsoring Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, because without their help, this would be a lot of work to do it on my own, and we have a lot of great supporters that help us do what we do. So believe me, you would not believe how much it means. I've heard some businesses tell me before that, hey, I had somebody come in and thank us. Kind of caught me off guard a little bit, they said, but it's worth it. It means a lot because those people are putting up their hard-earned money to make it easy for those watching. And So do us a favor, thank them. Whether you, like I said, go to their business, call their business, text, email, however you have to do it, but please do it. I can't thank them enough. And I will never be able to probably thank everybody for everything they've ever done to help us out. But a lot of great supporters for us here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We're taking a timeout. We'll be back. Thanks for joining us. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendrix with you on this Saturday morning. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we're able to get through the day without any issues. I see a couple spots where the screen might be freezing, but it says we have a good connection, so but I think right now it looks like everything is going okay. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. I'd like just one day to be able to just talk and not have to worry about producing as well. But hey, it's all part of it, and we work our way through it for sure. The Lakin Lady Bronx 26-5 on the season. Their first match today against Deerfield. First of 3 pool play matches. Immediately after this one, the Lady Bronx will serve it off against Elkhart. That game scheduled for around 11 o'clock. And then we will be done until the afternoon session when the Lady Bronx play Sublette at 1:30. And then we will wait from there should the Lady Bronx sweep their pool play matches. And as a homer, I surely I expect them to. And they'll be in that 3:30 semifinal. But that's why you play the game. You don't play them on paper. You got to earn it on the floor. So just over a couple minutes to go before we serve things up. The Lady Bronx on the floor going through their warm-ups. The Lady Bronx will be in the near court to us. Deerfield will be in the far court. Bronx football team took it on the chin last night at Colby, losing 22-20. Their second straight loss after opening the season 5-0. And the Bronx will look to get back on track next Friday night at home against the Larned Indians. And next Friday is homecoming. Of course, we're on the air at 6:30 with the pregame. And kickoff at 7 o'clock. I want to send out some well wishes to J.D. Ham, the play-by-play voice of Bronx football. J.D. went in the hospital this past week, had some surgery on Tuesday. Talked to him yesterday. He's doing well, and as well as you can expect, just having surgery. But he said it's going to be just a slow process. But he says he is feeling better day by day, and that each day is a new step. That is for sure. So Best wishes to JD for a quick recovery and gets back to doing what he loves to do, and that is broadcast Lakin High School football. Cross-country team, congratulations to them on Thursday night. Good showing by the Lady Bronc and Bronc cross-country teams. No championship, but they ran well. The girls finished third in the High Plains League meet on Thursday. The boys finished second by just 1 point, losing to league rival Stanton County. Austin Risma finished second. Alex Luce finished third. Leo Sheldon finished 10th, claiming all league honors for them. And Jordan Ortiz finished 9th for the ladies, earning High Plains League honors in cross country. This coming Monday, the 321A State Golf Tournament, Cary Park in Hutchinson. Best of luck to Allie Mead as she makes her second straight trip to the state tournament representing Lakin High School. So best of luck to her. So fall sports quickly coming to an end. Before long, we're going to be in the gyms playing basketball. Hard to believe, but we are already in the middle of October. So we're about set to go. I see the screen freezing just a little bit. I don't understand what's going on with it. Everything is set up right. Everything, it says stream health is excellent. So I don't know. Hard to say. We'll keep at it. But we're glad you're with us here on a Saturday morning. The match to our right is Southwestern Heights and Syracuse. Syracuse already with one match in the books, defeating Stanton County in their opener. And, of course, our feature game, the Lady Broncs and Lady Spartans of Deerfield. For Lakin, Sarah Wright, Sammy Vogel, Jared Davidson, Tegan Bachman, Nayeli Monroy, and Cadence Brown. For Deerfield, Brenda Houghton, Shaylee Hill, Alyssa Smith, Zoe Miller, and Abigail Oviedo, and Ingrid Gardea. And the libero, I don't have her number. She's number 16. I don't have her as she checks into the lineup. Lakin serving first in this first match of the day. Lady Broncs, the number 1 seed in this High Plains League tournament. Sarah Wright serves us, and we are underway. Up front, Brenda Houghton with the shot. Lakin sets it up front. Sammy with the kill attempt, but Deerfield in the net. And Lakin on the board first. Once again, thanks for joining us for Lakin Lady Broncs softball. We're here all day. Sarah sets up front to Tegan. Cross-court set Jera, and Jera with the winner. If you were with us Tuesday night for Lady Bronc volleyball, Sarah Wright opening the day against Elkhart served 8 straight service points to put the Lady Broncs on a straight set win and a service ace that time. But the Lady Broncs on Tuesday, a lot better serving than we had seen them in our previous broadcasts. Of course, I don't get to see the Lady Broncs when they're not at home. It's just hard to do. That time, Sarah served it into the net, and it's a side out to Deerfield. I apologize, I jinxed her. Alyssa Smith to serve for the Lady Spartans from the far court. Off the top of the net, diving to the floor. Cadence Brown with it. Now Jera. And they're going to redo the point. So Alyssa Smith for the Lady Spartans to do it all over again. Cadence plays the serve up front. Jera working that back corner just out. And Deerfield with the point. 3-2, Lady Broncs on top early. We're in the first match of 3 in pool play. Smith, the jump serve, and just on the line on the back row. And that was not a bad decision by Cadence Brown to let that go. I mean, you're talking a 2-inch stripe of paint on the floor. So you got, it's either way. That time it just didn't work in the Lady Bronx favor. So Deerfield has come back with 3 straight to tie it up. Now Cadence will play that serve up to Tegan, back set to Sammy. A little bit back of the net, so she had to just bump it across, and that shot into the net back to Lakin. And it will be Sammy Vogel serving for the Lady Bronx. Brenda Houghton into the lineup for Deerfield. Serve to the back line. Shaylee Hill plays it up front. The hit by Oviedo is long. And Lakin now up 5-4. Net serve back to Deerfield. Zoe Miller to serve for the Lady Spartans, the left-hander. Sends it across. Tegan with the cross-court set. Sarah Wright shot. Well, actually, that was Stacia DeHone who drives that one home. I forgot. I missed Stacia coming into the lineup. And Grace Osberg into the lineup now for Lakin. Front line, Jared Davidson, Stacia DeHone, and Grace Osberg. Serving is Tegan Bachman. Up front, Smith. Short set. Oviedo with the shot into the net. Lakin now out by 4. The senior Tegan Bachman serving for the Lady Bronx. Back line. Now Deerfield scrambling on third hit. Smith works it across with the fist. And that time Lakin out of position to keep it into play. Goes back to the Lady Spartans, and I've got to update Deerfield's score. It is, I think, 7-4. Yep. You know what? I've been watching the wrong scoreboard. It is 7-6. And Lakin with the side out makes it 8-6. I guess I need to turn and look at the right scoreboard. It's funny that the both nets are about the same score. And inside out to the Lady Spartans makes it 8-7. Sorry to confuse everybody. And that serve into the net supports, and it'll come back to Lakin. Cadence Brown back in, and Kenzie Lohman Fuller in for the Lady Bronx. 9-7, Lakin on top. Cadence with the serve, back corner, played by Zoe Miller. And the shot attempt by Alyssa Smith is wide. Service ace that time by Cadence. And it's 11-7. To the back corner, played by Zoe Miller. Up front, Smith. Shot dug by Jarrah. Tegan trying to catch Deerfield napping, but Deerfield ready for it. Kinsey tried to catch the open spot, but Deerfield will set it on third hit, work it across. Tegan, middle set, Sammy. Gardea got a hand on it. Deerfield resets. Smith shot long, and Lakin will win the point. 12-7. Well, thank you everybody for joining me here on this Saturday morning. Served by Cadence Brown, and the shot by Smith into the net. And the service ace that time by Cadence. Timeout on the floor. Lady Bronx doubling up the Lady Trojans, 14-7. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back. You're watching the Lady Bronx volleyball. Excuse me.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
14-7, the Lady Bronx leading Deerfield in our first match of this High Plains League tournament. Cadence Brown with the serve, back corner by Miller. Work it up front. Gardea has to pass it across on third hit. Tegan, back set, Kinsey, cross court, just wide. Good movement that time. Kinsey swung it well, but just a little bit too strong. Shaylee Hill with the serve. Tegan a little too close to the net, just taps it across. Kira plays it in the near corner, up to Tegan, short set. Sammy just played it from the floor that time. Tegan got it on the line. Deerfield was ready for her to set for the spike, and she just pushed it to the back corner, and it was a winner. Nice choice there. Kinsey to serve. Played by Hill, far corner. Up front, Smith. Now third hit to Miller. And that is long as well. Lady Bronx back to doubling up the Lady Spartans, 16-8. We're in the first set of this first match. Kinsey with the serve. And a service ace. Lady Bronx off to a good start on this Saturday morning. Smith plays it from the front, back to Hill, who one-hands it on third attempt. Tegan, short set, Sammy, just wide. Net kicked it up in the air a little bit, forced it wide. So back to Deerfield. Score, they've got 17-9, I had 16, so they're official, I'm not. Kinsey plays it far corner. Gardea now up front. Zoe Miller with the left hand, and it's out of bounds. And 18-9. So I did miss a point somewhere. Lady Bronx on top. Sarah Wright with the serve. Smith to Houghton on third attempt. Back set by Tate. Taken to Sammy. Sammy just off the fingertips of Zoe Miller. And it's a winner for Lakin. 19-9. Lady Bronx on top. Houghton with the shot. Taken with that no-look pass across. Caught Deerfield off guard. She's looking at the wall and plays that backwards into the hole. 20-9. Miller plays it across court. Jarrett got it. Jarrett loves that far corner and able to find it there. Sarah serving, Lady Bronx leading 21-9. Miller on third attempt, Tegan. Tried that no look again, but Deerfield ready for it that time. Now the set, Sammy, far corner, got it. Diving to the floor was the libero for Deerfield, unable to keep it into play. Addison Huband into the lineup for Deerfield. Sarah continues to serve for the Lady Bronx as I update the score to 22-9. Houghton Play saved by Monroe. Houghton blocked by Sammy. Lady Bronx just 2 points to a set win here in the opening set. Sarah with the serve once again. Sammy plays it to Tegan. Worked it across the floor to Jarrah, and it was too strong. Over the head of Jarrah. And Deerfield will get the possession back. 23-10, Deerfield serving. Alyssa Smith with it. Played by Nally, back row middle. Tegan with the back set. And Deerfield with a net violation. And now Lakin serving for the set. Vogel with the honors with the set winner. Stasia DeHone into the lineup. And a service ace by Sammy, and the Lady Bronx will win this first set. (25-10). Started out a little slow, but the Lady Bronx pulling away for an easy 25-10 win over Deerfield. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second set for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Lady Bronx with an easy first set win over Deerfield in the first match of this 2022 High Plains League Volleyball Tournament. Red Hendrix with you here on the Saturday morning. Thanks for joining me for Lady Bronx Volleyball. We'll be here all day. Hope you will be too. Deerfield with the serve. Alyssa Smith with the honors. Tatum, side set. Sammy got it off the fist of Shaylee Hill. Deerfield's first match of the day, losing to Sublette in straight sets. Houghton shot, played by Brown. Now Lakin scrambling, but the third hit attempt by Jarrah Davidson. Tegan, middle set. Sammy blocked, but off the hands of Houghton, out of bounds. Lakin up early 2-0. Sarah Wright serving. Cross court, Davidson. Back line long. And it goes back over to Deerfield. Zoe Miller with the serve. Tegan. Back set, Sammy. Far corner, dug by Smith. Deerfield resets it. And the winner that time by Abigail Oviedo. And the Lady Spartans have tied it up at 2. Zoe Miller from the far court for Deerfield. High and long, and it'll go back to Lakin. Vogel to serve for the Lady Bronx. Smith, cross-court set, Hill. Tegan got a hand on it at the net. The Lady Bronx will set. From the far side, Jara, the attempt into the net. And Deerfield with the three, has tied it up at 3, excuse me. Middle set, Davidson, too strong. Jara was strong to that corner early in set 1. Can't find the mark right now here in the second set. Just a little bit too strong. Brenda Houghton serving for Deerfield. Deerfield with their first lead of this match. Sarah keeps it in play. Tegan with the set. Sammy from the back row. And too strong. Tegan cross court. Sarah. Hill got a hand on it. Deerfield sets it up. Now Smith on third hit. Set to Davidson once again. There she finds the mark. And it's good. Hill plays the serve on the front row. Sammy diving to the floor, keeps it alive. Davidson once again, back corner, got it. The libero dove and lunged for it. Too far out of reach. Lady Bronx with 2 straight have come back to tie it at 5. Tegan Bachman with the serve. Back set to Grace Osberg, who just checked into the lineup. And Grace working the net. Oh, and they're going to get her in the net. And it'll go back to Deerfield. Serving is Abigail Oviedo. Played by Sammy. Tegan tried to throw it to the back corner, but Oviedo ready for it. And Tegan plays that attempt by Deerfield as well. That time, sent Deerfield scrambling. And Lakin with the point and the side out. Jared Davidson to serve for the Lady Bronx. If you're just joining us, the Lady Bronx with the first set win, winning the first set 25-10. Davidson serve, a dying knuckleball, but Deerfield able to play it. Sarah with the shot. And Deerfield with the net violation. They said number 5. I had to watch because Lakin's got a number 5 on the front row as well in Sarah Wright. Nice serve that time by Jared. Deerfield a little short on the return. Back row corner. Deerfield plays it up front. Now Gardea with the third hit. Tegan. Short set to Sarah. Deerfield sets it up. Davidson from the back. Tegan back set. Osberg. Left-handed shot. Deerfield on third attempt gets it across. Tegan cross court. Sarah has it blocked by Gardea, but it's out of bounds and out of play. Lakin keeps the service. Jara that time with the ace. Four straight points by the Lady Bronx, now leading 10-6. Far corner, Zoe Miller plays it up to Alyssa Smith. We've got a carry on Deerfield. sometimes hard to decipher what's going on from court to court. You have two sets of whistles going. And Jarrah with the service ace right down the middle. Aubrey Musil into the back row for Deerfield. Jarrah Davidson still with the serve. And got it. Halt in play to get the ball from the other court. Jarrah with the serve once again, and another service ace. And another point off the serve of Jarrah Davidson. Timeout on the floor called by Deerfield. We're going to take one as well. So many great sponsors that make what we do so easy. I want you to hear from them. We'll be back right after this.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Back in action before the commercial was done. And we will replay the point because the ball came from the other court. Jarrah Davidson still with the serve, and that time a net serve sends it back over to the Lady Spartans. And I'll tell you what, I fell asleep there. It is 15-7. I don't know what I was doing. We'll update the score. Had it on my scratch pad here, but got to be able to transfer it from one to the other, I guess. 15-8, Deerfield with the point. Shaylee Hill serving for the Lady Spartans. Hill with the serve. Sammy plays it from the back row up to Tegan. Over to Sarah. Sarah, tough angle, but got it across. And it'll give it back to Lakin. Cadence Brown back in for the Lady Bronx. She will serve. Kenzie Lohman-Fuller on the front row along with Sarah Wright and Samantha Vogel. And Brown with the service ace. Lady Bronx leading 1-0, looking for the sweep here in the first match of this 2022 High Plains League Volleyball Tournament. Sammy, short set to Tegan. Right back to Sammy, got it. Tell you what, that is a lethal combination when they're hitting. Brown serve played by Gardea. Up to Zoe Miller. Dug by Jarrah. Play it up front. Sarah just dinks it across. Deerfield now scrambles. Third hit worked across by Zoe Miller. Tegan. Was throwing it to the other corner, the far sideline, but Deerfield with this net violation. And Lakin extending the lead. Cadence Brown serving once again. Hill plays it from the back row up to Zoe Miller. Davidson digs, cross court. Sarah out of position, has to two-hand set it. Kenzie got a hand on it at the net. Lady Bronx reset. shot by Sammy off the top of the net. Doesn't have to be pretty to be effective, but it landed in for the point. You could kind of tell when she turned and grinned that wasn't exactly what she was wanting, but hey, as long as it works, that's all that matters. I'll tell you what, I apologize. I have torn the score up all set long on this one. It is 21-8, Lakin with the lead. Sarah Wright, the shot from the set off Kinsey, and Lakin will put it back into play. Sarah once again got it. And it's 22-8. Cadence Brown with the serve. Miller from the far side. Excuse me. Tough angle. Worked it in front of Davidson. And gives it back to Deerfield. Gardea with the serve. Lakin on third hit. Cadence Brown diving to the floor. Can't work it. And Deerfield with the point. 22-10. Lady Bronx well out in front. Winning the first set 25-10. Kinsey on third attempt. Up front, Houghton has it blocked by Sammy. And good. Shaylee Hill plays the serve back row middle. Davidson diving to her left. Can't keep it in play. Deerfield gets it back. Alyssa Smith to serve. Lady Bronx 2 points to the match. Serve that time by Alyssa Smith. Pretty strong into Jarrah. Thought she might have even gotten called for a double hit there, but nonetheless, it's still a point for Deerfield. 23-12. And that one just long. Cadence and Jarrah letting that one go at the last possible second. And falls in, well, out of bounds, and Lakin with the side out. Sarah Wright serving for the match as Nayeli Monroy checks back in. Houghton the shot, far side, hits the line, and Deerfield staying alive. 24-13, Lakin still with match point. At the conclusion of this match, we will sign this one off, and then we'll get set. Ball from the other floor, timeout. But we will sign this broadcast off. Of course, you'll have to go back in and restart our next match, Lakin versus Elkhart. And then we'll be back on the air around 11 o'clock. Jarrah on the floor, works it across third hit. Oviedo shot, partially blocked by Sammy. Sammy with the shot there, and got it off the hands of Oviedo. And the Lady Bronx with an identical 25-13 win. They won the first one 25-10. And the Lady Bronx easily 1-0 in this High Plains League Championships. Deerfield in their pool play falling to 0-2. Our next match, like I said, is at 11 o'clock. That will be Lakin versus Elkhart. And we're going to sign this broadcast off. We might be back on the air just a little bit before 11 o'clock, but where it's Elkhart's first match of the day, I think they'll give them 20 minutes to warm up. Most of the other matches, it's if you've already played one, they're working 10 minutes. So bear with us on our schedule today. I know they will work a little ahead of schedule if they can. The only way that we won't will be the lunch break that they have scheduled from 1 to 1:30, with the afternoon session starting at 1:30. So that might be where it comes back on time. But for right now, looks like we're going to be on the air about 11 o'clock. They've got 20 minutes on the clock for the warm-up period for Lakin and Elkhart, our next upcoming match. So that's what we're going to go with. Once again, the Lady Broncs in straight sets, winning the first set 25-10, following it up with a 25-13 win. And moving to 1-0 in this 2022 High Plains League Volleyball Championships. I'm Brett Hendricks. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday morning. We're going to sign it off, and we'll be back on the air with Elkhart and the Lady Broncs at 11 o'clock.
Well, that wraps things up for today's live webcast on LakinSports.com and Lakin High Sports on the internet. On behalf of Brett and Sandy Hendricks, thank you for joining us, and thanks to our sponsors, the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Flashbacks Diner of Lakin, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Shorty's Cafe of Lakin, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wechter, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, the Lakin Dairy and Lakin Hay Fred Ritzema, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Pharmacy, Debach Metals, and Hendrix Welding.